guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think the video game industry hacked my brain in a sinister ploy to make me poor. Suddenly 2025 is the year of Uncle Al's tastes, and I don't know how to handle this. This is an overload of gaming, and I don't know how I'm supposed to keep up. I haven't been able to keep up. So, I mean, we had the Switch 2, which already kind of took me by surprise, because, you know, up until about, like, April, I kind of thought I was fairly tapped out of Nintendo these days, and then they brought me right back around, so we had Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, but mostly Donkey Kong, my $500 Donkey Kong machine, Doom the Dark Ages, which I haven't been able to play yet, but I want to, Elden Ring Night Rain, which I wouldn't mind playing, but I honestly didn't really love the beta, but it's still Elden Ring and has Elden Ring in the title. I love the Souls games and Elden Ring. And then, dude, later this year we got Kirby Air Riders, which is a total mindfuck because I loved Kirby Air Ride as a kid. I can't believe they're making a sequel. Metroid Prime 4, hey, I like me some Metroid. Those are fun games. Yuka Replayly, I don't even need to say anything about that, man. Love me some Banjo-inspired games, and this one's shaping up to be pretty good looking. Sonic Cross Worlds. I hope I like it. And then these next two, this is the reason I'm making this video, okay? Pac-Man World 2? Pac-Man World 2 repack? What is happening? It's Sponge of the Titans? Sponge of the Bob? Who is hacking into my brain? Who is giving me a concentrated dose of my favorite things? This is why I don't sleep at night. My thoughts are at their mercy. I need to start licensing them out. So I've gotten a lot of requests to talk about these two games in particular, and I want to talk about them because they're probably two of my most anticipated games for this year now. Pac-Man World 2, holy shit, dude. I grew up playing this game, and I had hoped, you know, after they remade the first one, well, a couple years ago now, I don't even remember when it was, a couple years at least. I was really hoping they would get around to this one eventually, and I'm so glad to see that they are. But it's not even just like a remake, it seems almost like it's a total reimagining, which, yeah, I mean, hey, I think that's fair. I feel like injecting a little chaos into the conversation today, so here comes a toaster bath of an opinion. I actually fired the original up a couple of months ago because I was intending to do a video about it, but then, you know, the Switch 2 stuff happened. I released my video on Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, and it was a Billy Hatcher and the Giant flop, so I figured talking about retro stuff probably wasn't the move. So it's just kind of extra funny that, well, here it is. Now, here it is, a couple months later. Okay, here comes the toaster bath part. So I didn't get very far into my playthrough of it, but I wasn't that impressed. I don't think it's aged super gracefully. And uh-oh, maybe it just wasn't ever really that super spectacular to begin with? I don't know. I mean, it was a pretty serviceable platformer game, don't get me wrong, for the time, you know. But, you know, I also didn't get the whole way through it, and I wasn't exactly in the most Pac-Man mindset at the time, so maybe I just wasn't vibing with it in that particular moment. But the point I'm trying to get to here is that, like, I think a reimagining, you know, like touching up some aspects of the game that maybe didn't age super duper well in terms of, you know, level design, camera angle, just some janky parts with jankiness. I think that's the move. That is definitely the move for bringing Pac-Man World back. And dear God, if they intend to move on to Pac-Man World 3 after this, they're gonna have their hands full. That game's a little bit of a stinker. But yeah, Pac-Man has voice acting in this version of Pac-Man World 2. He didn't in the original. People have been pointing out that it's the same guy from Pac-Man World 3, so that's kind of cool. To be honest, like, I mean, this probably isn't something I need to say out loud, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't know, he just sounds like Guy. I don't know. It's the most like, hey, I'm Guy kind of voice, you know? It's like a nice guy, like, hey, how you hi, how are you?
How about a quick snack?
You know, that kind of feel. Nothing against him, nothing against it. I don't really, I'm indifferent. I'm just indifferent to the voice, that's all. But yeah, man, dude, that music in there, Pac-Man World 2, it's got some nostalgic little tunes that I really can't wait to hear again. That's my impression of the Pac-Man music. I don't know, I'm looking forward to it, is basically all I have to say. I mean, damn, it's looking pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pac-Man World 2, man. Oh boy, it got me excited. Here was my reaction. Oh, look what's happening. Yeah! Oh my God! Yo! Oh shit! Oh, that's so cool! Oh shit! Dude, that's so cool! I'm thinking about streaming the first Pac-Man World repack coming up. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. Alright, let's move on to some real meat and potatoes here, at least for me. As excited as I am for Pac-Man World, this one here is also, this one's maybe got me just a little bit more excited.
What shall we do with the Flying Dutchman?
I'm David Hasselhoff.
Why is he here? I love this. Listen, I know that Purple Lamp Studio SpongeBob games are a little bit hit or miss for a lot of people, but for me, they have been nothing but hits. I loved Rehydrated, so Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I thought it was awesome. I really liked it. I really like how colorful and bouncy and just like, it was fun. I liked it. Then Cosmic Shake came along and like, I think it was maybe even better. I did a review of it on my other channel and people didn't believe me. They were like, dude, you're lying. You don't like it. I'm like, yes, I do. What do you want from me? It wasn't anything like super mind-blowing by platformer standards or anything, but I don't know, man. I just had a blast playing through a 3D platformer as SpongeBob again. Listening to all the SpongeBob characters bouncing back and forth off each other. They got all the original voice actors. It was so good. It was so fun. So it thrills me to bits that they're making this. They're keeping it going, man. Purple Lamp Studios. I don't know what they're smoking over there, but they got some SpongeBob going on, and I like it. It was like a whole Titan rivalry between, you know, the Flying Dutchman and King Neptune in this game. I'm surprised that nobody has ever thought of this concept for the show. I mean, maybe they have. I haven't watched SpongeBob in probably like 15 years. There's this term that the young people use now. They call people like me sponge boomers. I guess that's what I am. I grew up with like those first 3 seasons, and you know, like I watched some of the stuff that came after that for sure, but like I definitely didn't keep up with SpongeBob consistently over the years. But I feel like the people who are in charge of making these games are also from that same kind of era. I remember Cosmic Shake having plenty of references to that kind of old school golden age era for SpongeBob, and yeah, I loved that.
Soon may King Neptune come to rid the seas of pirate scum.
My brain has been rotted by the internet. But yeah, this time around it's not just SpongeBob that's playable, Patrick is also playable too, which is awesome. I'm just kind of glad that, yeah, I like that, that's cool. I like Patrick, he's funny. It looks like they're bringing back the little like close-up images, and they did that in Cosmic Shake too, and I love that. It's just the funniest shit to me. Perfect like comedic emphasis, highly detailed close-up drawings. It shaped my entire comedic tastes. Now, to be honest with you guys, I've known about this game for a little while, actually. I just haven't known a whole lot of details about it. I knew it was coming up. I think a lot of you probably did. And I'll admit, before they revealed this game, like, I was a little bit concerned that it was gonna be a rush job. And I mean, it potentially still could be. I think Cosmic Shake only came out like 2 years ago. But you know, there's a new movie coming up this December that also features the Flying Dutchman, played by Mark Hamill for some- Dude, why? The other guy is still alive. Why would you do this? But yeah, I was a little afraid that they were just trying to crank this one out to line up with the movie. I was even thinking it might be like a movie tie-in game. I mean, I guess, hey, you know, truth be told, that could still be the case. That could be exactly what's happening here. I don't know. Well, not that it's a movie tie-in game. I kind of don't think that is the thing, but the plot of this game and the general idea of it may have been influenced by that. I don't know. Well, regardless, it looks fun. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty cool little game. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they could have a decently quick turnaround from Cosmic Shake going into this one. They already have, you know, a bunch of the characters and models and stuff already made. They just had to, you know, design a whole new game, you know, using the same assets. It's so crazy to me that SpongeBob has now had 3 3D platformers this generation under his belt. Not just this generation, from the past 5 years, because didn't Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated come out in like 2020? And Cosmic Shake was 2023. This is 2020. They keep this up, man. I don't know, SpongeBob could have a whole lot of games coming, like, just, jeez. I don't know if they're planning to use David Hasselhoff in the game, or if it's just for marketing. I'm gonna guess it's probably just for marketing, but man, it would be hilarious if he's just this character who you continue to stumble across over the course of the game, and you walk up to a TV or something, and he's like there talking to you. Yeah, I think of like Mindy, you know, from the SpongeBob movie game, and how she was kind of like that. It'd be funny if he filled a similar role. That's probably not gonna happen, but it would just be funny. It's really funny to me that David Hasselhoff probably isn't known for anything else with today's youth. My age and younger. I'm not really that youthful anymore. I'm starting to be old. It's just funny that he's probably mostly well known for SpongeBob these days by people my age and younger. But yeah, you know, much like Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated and Cosmic Shake, I don't need this game to knock my socks off. It just needs to be a competent, fun 3D platformer where I can run around and collect stuff and listen to SpongeBob and Patrick say funny things and interact with SpongeBob characters, and that's all I need. And that's what it's looking like it's gonna be. I mean, just based on what we've seen. And look, they can even be naked. He's got a stick in his butt. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I'm probably gonna stream SpongeBob games too, but I'm probably gonna knock Pac-Man World out of the way first, because that Pac-Man World 2 remake is coming out. Like, it's right around the corner. It's at the end of September. What the fuck? Hey, Bandai Namco, do you guys want to hook me up? I know it's probably not even that expensive. It's probably not that expensive. But like, look, something else I don't gotta spend money on, I'd appreciate it, you know? There's so many damn games, man. What is going on here? Yeah, I'm gonna stream some Pac-Man. I'll stream some SpongeBob games, because I've been wanting to replay Cosmic Shake for a while, as well as a couple of other ones.
But I'll keep them a little surprise for you. Shh.
No peeking! Yeah, that's pretty much all this video is. I just wanted to get out here and talk about these games a bit, because I know people were asking about them, and I'm excited. I wanted to talk about them too. Let me know in the comments, are you guys excited for these games? What games are you looking forward to this year that might not be the ones that I mentioned anywhere in this video? They just keep rolling in, man. Sorry if your tastes also align with mine. We're a couple of brokes. We can revel in our brokenness together. We can sing Kumbaya. Let's gather around the campfire and sing about being broke. That's about it. See ya.